Well, hello, my beautiful Librans. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career or money reading for the end of May, right through the end of June 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see at this time regarding their career and money situation? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, we have the Judgment card as your first card there. So making some adjustments, a self-evaluation period, maybe at a bit of a fork in the road where you're reaching for something new. Also, the Judgment card, I'm getting a strong energy of it where some of you are going to return to something that either you were doing and you put it on hold, or you may return to an industry or a way of working that really satisfies you, something that you really enjoy there. But I definitely see some decisions have to be made in the next coming weeks and months there regarding your career. We got the Death card there as well. It's in the Resistance position. Thank you so much. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Hierophant. So very exciting energy as an overarching one. I'm just going to get the rest of your cards. Now looking at that overarching energy, I definitely see that there is a lucky break or a turn of events where things are going to get infinitely better for you. So if things have been hard, you've been struggling in some area of your career or financially, I see that there is a better time ahead. I also see some of you, making a bit of a judgment, casting a critical eye, shall we say, over your current circumstances. So getting strict with budget or getting a little bit more organized when it comes to the career environment. I definitely see that you've been very busy. A lot of you are feeling pretty exhausted, maybe even fed up with the way things have been going there, and you're manifesting new opportunities. I also see that you're cultivating your landscape when it comes to your career. What I mean by that is, it's almost like you're nurturing things that are really working at this time and basically cutting out anything that perhaps doesn't work. Some of you may be streamlining the way that you work so that you are more time efficient. It could be that you are delegating tasks that perhaps are not conducive to your time or that are not really working for you. I mean, you've got Death twice in the Resistance position there. So that's a very interesting energy we'll tap into in a moment. I mean, if you cannot delegate anything, it could be that you're looking at what really works and prioritizing at this time, and anything else that's not really critical, you're kind of like leaving it till later and coming back to it. I definitely see that you're very productive and goal-oriented in the next coming weeks. And 10 of Cups, you're working towards something that's going to be very fulfilling. We've got the Justice card here, so being really honest with yourself, making sure there's balance. Some of you may even be thinking about setting up second streams of income, or you've got second streams of income on the go already, because those two cards, we've got the Justice card and the Judgment card, they are cards of duality. So this is about spreading yourself thin or spreading yourself between two things or a couple of things, really multitasking and making sure that, you give equal time to things that are important. Because if you, of course, overextend yourself in one area, it could indicate that you don't have enough energy or focus to look at the other area. So I definitely see that there is a shift happening here for you. Now, of course, you have the Ten of Cups here and the Ace of Cups. And when you've got cups, you know, that connects to your dreams and your goals. It's about how you feel about what you do. So I feel right now you're searching for emotional fulfillment and enjoyment in your working environment. And there is an opportunity coming in here, something that you will love. Now, of course, Ace of Cups, I'm just going to show it to you. We will get to it in a moment. But Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, it can also indicate love. Okay, but because this is a career and money reading, it does transpire in a different way. So I do feel for some of you there is an opportunity for an office romance or a work industry romance if you are independent, for example, and single. So you may actually marry someone in your industry. It doesn't mean that you marry someone who is actually working at the place that you work at. It could mean that they just know a lot about what you do because they work in an industry that is very similar or exactly the same. So I do see that there is a potential here for marriage, or some of you may attend someone's wedding in an industry that you work in. Okay, so that's coming out there. Or maybe you're going to hear about it and send them a card or a well wishes, something like that. But I'm going to move away from the energy and focus mainly on how it affects your career and money energy. And that's really about doing something that you love and bringing more peace and serenity into your working practices. But the Judgment card is your first card. So that means you're weighing up your options. You're really looking at, how you can, move forward, getting clarity on situations, really making a decision that will affect your future there. But this is ultimately about your direction and listening to your calling. And I definitely see that you are, for some of you, are learning more about your calling. You may be discovering new aspects of it and upskilling in some way, or basically implementing new knowledge in order to upskill or even upgrade your pay in some way. Because I feel here, for some of you, there is like a qualification or a certification that some of you may have been working towards or contemplating getting in order to increase your status or increase your pay grade. And I feel with this Ace of Cups that an opportunity is going to come in and it requires your knowledge. And with that Judgment card, some of you, you've been manifesting this for a long time. It feels like not really a plot twist in your career. It just feels like a new avenue opening up for you, and you get to choose whether you want to be on that path or not. Some of you may have been putting your resume out there looking for new opportunities, for example, and suddenly there's going to be one that shows up there for you. If some of you have been out of work for some time, because we do have the Death card twice in the Resistance position, so something could have come to an end. I'm addressing those people, beautiful Librans out there, who either walked away from something toxic or was made redundant or got fired from a position or just found it really hard to get any work at all. I definitely see that there have been some delayed opportunities coming in, but it's almost like these opportunities needed to be formalized and finalized before they came your way. So I definitely see that there is an opportunity coming in here that is going to lead to a lot of happiness, but also a lot of abundance and prosperity as well. So I feel, especially in June, it almost feels like you're going to sign a new contract. Okay, so you could be offered the role in the end of May, for example. You sign a new contract in June, and it signals a wonderful new beginning in a working environment that you're going to really, really enjoy. Okay, now also for the majority of you beautiful Librans there, this is about listening to your heart's calling, your true life's mission and purpose. I feel like you're searching for direction. Some of you may have felt a little bit of doubt recently, or there's a blockage. You may have felt something stuck here, stagnant, because we have the Death card twice and the Sun card. You may feel that delays have happened in opportunities. So for example, your boss may have said, you know what, there's going to be like a promotion available, I'll put you up for it, and nothing transpired. I feel again it's a delay. I actually feel it comes back around. So if you feel like it's over, it's not. It's still in process is what I see here. For some of you, if you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, for example, you may be trying to launch something new or expand your business, but it's still in like the process mode. It feels very much like it's ongoing. It's not stuck just because you feel like you're not making major progress that you can see right now. I feel like you're working towards something that is going to be highly effective, efficient, and also rewarding in your career sector as well. But this card is really about judging your current circumstances and really connecting to the calling of your heart. And we've got the Magician card. card, I mean, this is a big month for you, my beautiful Librans. You know, this protagonist energy, this is your first pile there. You've got the Magician card and the Justice card, and these are two major arcana cards. Now, this deck at the top there, which is the ANIMO Tarot deck by AUGURE, beautiful deck, but it's only major arcana cards. And of course, over here we have the BYGONE Tarot, and it is a full deck of cards there, and you still got two majors. So this means it's a big month for change. It's a big month for adjustments. So I feel you're being asked to be flexible at this time. Also, I feel this energy of you being very productive and very focused. The Magician card indicates you have infinite power to manifest new opportunities, and you're turning those visions into reality. You're going to be very inspired this month, very productive. Your talents really come to the fore. You're utilizing your skill set. And with this Magician card, I feel like you're conjuring new opportunities. Something's bubbling up here for you. So it could be an opportunity that you've been hoping for, or you've been making for yourself. So you may be putting your resume out there, or you may have been, you know, really putting the feelers out there for new roles within the current circumstances that you're in, but you're highly energized and you're taking action. You're taking charge of your career. And also, I feel like whatever it is you're manifesting is showing up right here, okay? Also, the Magician card, it indicates really that, you know, you've got this. This is a time of utilizing your skill set. You're very intelligent. You're out there making things happen for you. You're not just sitting back and allowing life to happen to you. You're going out there and happening to things. And with this Justice card, I feel like you're aligning yourself with cause and effect, okay? This is, of course, a Libra card, so this is about you, you know, owning your actions, taking accountability and responsibility for the next steps of your career. But also, it's an energy here of you being on a quest for personal meaning and being honest with yourself. And, you know, some of you may even go into some sort of legal profession, or perhaps you're thinking about leveling up in the legal profession if you're already in it. But I actually get this energy of contracts here. So you're going to be looking over new contracts. I also see a lot of you, there's a lot of paperwork to be done. So for some of you, not all of you, it could be tax time, or it could be, you know, some sort of season where you get all your documents in order, receipts, you know, paperwork. I definitely see there's going to be a lot of administrative work this month, and could be emails, calls, texts, all of that. I feel like it's business for you over the next coming weeks. The Justice card also indicates that you may actually have a legal matter to deal with. So for some of you, if you're launching a business, for example, you could be getting all the paperwork in alignment and signed off, for example, going through the motions of launching something, setting up, you know, an entity, for example, in order to house your finances or run your business through. For some of you, it could be that you are going to have to deal with some financial paperwork this month. For example, you know, of course, if you're in a career or not right now and you're looking for something, you may have a mortgage, you still have bills to pay, you may be looking at remortgaging at this time, or even looking at subscriptions that perhaps you have got but don't really utilize, you don't really use or read as much as you used to. So you may be downsizing, really creating a strict budget for yourself in some way, and just looking at what you use, what's really beneficial for you, and what really isn't at this time. But I mean, the Justice card and the Judgment card, these are cards of critical thinking. It's really about you looking at what phase you are in your career and what's next. Really being honest with yourself in order to open yourself up to new opportunities, and looking at next steps, strategizing the plan. You know, that Justice card indicates a level of karma, good karma that's coming your way. We have the Wheel of Fortune there, so there's some really awesome surprises for you that are going to be very beneficial and auspicious in your energy. But at the same time, I feel like you're in control of the direction that you're taking your career. Okay, so we do have the Death card twice here, which is very unusual, but this can indicate that some of you have been feeling a little bit stuck recently, and that's why you're suddenly, opening yourself up to new ideas, new potentials. The Death card, it is in the Resistance position. That's what this position is, so it's like you got it in the reverse. And this can indicate that something has felt like it's been blocked, or it can feel that perhaps you've been aiming for an opportunity, in your career sector, whether it's you work for a company or you work for yourself, and you just feel like it's not happening right now. Something just feels like there's a blockage. I feel like you'll release that. I definitely see things are more free flowing over the June period is what I see there for you. But with this Death card in the Resistance position, it feels like this energy of obsession. I got to be honest. I feel this energy of some of you may feel like you've been working so hard and you're just not seeing the evidence of that hard work, like you're making progress just yet. But I feel there is going to be evidence of that as you move through June. So there is something being offered to you. This could be the promotion that you feel has been delayed. It could be a raise or even a bonus that comes in, new income. But it could also be like a proposal to work on a new project, or a new client comes in if you're an entrepreneur. It could also be an increase in people viewing whatever it is that you do, gaining more traction and more attention. And I feel anything that's been stuck or blocked is actually going to be released, and there's a new beginning here for you. I'm actually seeing lots of doors opening right now. It's like a corridor of doors, and they're just opening, and it feels like perhaps they were shut for a while. So maybe some of you have been feeling that things have just not been the right time, shall we say. But June is actually going to free everything up, and things are going to move in the right direction. New opportunities, portals of change, and new doors to wonderful events are going to happen here for you as well. Now, for some of you, not all of you, and this is only a small percentage of you, so I don't want you freaking out, okay? I think it's something that you're already aware of, actually, before you came to this reading. So I don't see it something to come for any of those beautiful Librans out there who are not aware of it. So I feel like some of you are already aware of some sort of closure going on in your industry or in your company. For example, this could be branches closing down or downsizing in some way. And I feel there's this energy here of some of you wondering if your branch or your department is going to be next. Well, I actually see that some of you, if you're upskilling or taking a course to expand your knowledge on something, you're actually making yourself more of an asset. You're already an asset to any team or environment that you work in, but I feel some of you, you know, you're being ahead of the curve by putting yourself on that course. And I feel actually with the sun in the Resistance position, this can indicate a delay of closures. So if you're in a branch, for example, where they've been told that they're closing, there may be an extension. It may be like they're not going to close exactly on the date they thought. There may be an extension, but I feel by then you've got a new opportunity. So you're actually going to leave them before they leave you. And this is only for the beautiful Librans out there who've already been told that the company is closing a branch and it affects them personally. Okay, so that's what's happening there. For the rest of you, I definitely see that if you've just seen that there's restructures or downsizing going on in your industry or even in the company that you work for, I feel like you're in a really good position. I don't feel like that's going to affect you because the Sun card is in the Resistance position, which is a delay on the closure. It tells me that the end is not nigh. Let's put it that way. I feel you're going to take the onus on you to leave a position before they leave you or they close, if that makes sense. I feel, you know, you're actually putting yourself out there, taking action to find a new opportunity that is more fulfilling and more rewarding. Now, of course, with the Death card, because there's two of them, it's such a prominent energy. And I feel some of you, and this is the majority of you, basically are changing the way that you work. It feels like a revamp. And some of you, I feel it's like you return to something that used to make you happy. Because if you see in this Death card there is the sun and there's a cloud there. And this figure, this rooster has like a scythe, and it is tall enough to kind of like disperse the clouds from the sun. And, you know, if you think about a cockerel or a rooster, basically they call time, you know. So I feel some of you feel that something needs to stop in your working environment. It could be, you know, an energy of low workers' morale, people not supporting each other. You may feel that this has to stop. So you may actually see some concerted effort by people in positions of power to, you know, generate a workers' morale by having an event, for example, like a staff kind of like bonding event. This could come in the next 6-8 weeks is what I'm seeing here. So this could be something that, bizarrely I'm being given like orienteering. So it may be something outdoorsy that is offered to you. But again, orienteering is about direction and discovering clues on a path to get the goal. So I feel this could actually just be your energy of, you're currently in an orienteering kind of mood in your career where you are just looking at where you're at and what the next steps are to get to your goal. And now you're, having that meaning and direction, and you're putting one foot in front of the other. You're taking action and you're going to reach your goal. So I definitely see that could be an energy that's applied to most of you beautiful Librans right now. It's like you're just looking at the map, where to next, and you're taking action. It's almost like you're solidifying in your mind, this is the path, I'm taking this one, this is what I want. And I feel anything that's in the resistance position, because that's what this spread does, it basically has the resistance position, and anything that does happen in the resistance position actually goes into the upright there. It feels basically that you will reach your goal, you will be abundant, and there are brighter times ahead here for you as well. Now, as I'm holding this card, I feel a lot of anxiety. I'm not really sure why I'm like feeling this level of anxiety suddenly. It's not my energy. I'm just going to ground myself there. But I'm just going to pull a card on it, because the Sun card can indicate that something has been delayed or something is slowed down. So if you work for yourself, for example, you're an entrepreneur, have your own business, you may have felt that seasonally things have been a little bit slow, but I do see things picking up pace. I think things are getting better for you, and you could have a sudden like boost of attention to your business. And I feel word of mouth actually brings more clientele in or more traction your way. Knight of Cups. Okay, so again, it's an offer that you're going to love. So perhaps you've already received an opportunity and you're a little bit hesitant about it. You're not sure about it. It means major change, because the Death card is change, and it really feels like all change. If you've worked in a career or industry for some time, I feel some of you could be implementing new ways of working or new changes that feel a little bit alien to you at first, or feel a little bit like daunting, but actually it's going to work out in your favor. The Knight of Cups is also a card of following your bliss. So some of you could be launching yourself on like a new path of discovery to connect to your higher self and really connect to your life's purpose, your mission, your calling. And it just feels like you're diving in, like you don't know if it's going to work, but you're just going to go for it. But actually, I see that it's going to really work. It's really going to work out for you, and it's going to be so rewarding. It's also going to help you obtain the things that you really want, okay? Now, the Knight of Cups, again, aside from love, I mean, for some of you, it could mean that a new person enters the working environment and there is a frisson between you and someone new. So if you are looking for love, there is a strong potential to find love in an industry that you're in. Again, it doesn't mean that you're working for a company. It could be that you're an entrepreneur. So it could mean that you're in a company as well. So I just feel like there's this energy of, an attraction going on. And you may be wondering, should you enter into this? Because mixing business with pleasure, it could be a little bit difficult. I actually see that it's a soulmate. I actually see it's going to work really well. And love is love. Love wins the day. So I feel, go for it if you are looking for love and there's an attraction there. I feel like you and this person, you'll still remain professional, but at the same time, there's a deep bond and connection there as well. But again, moving away from the Knight of Cups, this really is a card that indicates that you are, not really focusing 100% on the money in your career, even though it is important. You want to be able to pay the bills and save for a secure future, but it's more about you wanting to do something that you love, and the money will flow from there, is what I see there. But also I feel like some of you are starting to educate yourself in money matters. Let's put it this way. I feel some of you may be watching courses online, or even videos online of how to get the best out of your finances or how to utilize certain practices in order to compound interest and things like that. I don't really know anything about that, but some of you may be learning a little bit more about that so that you can end up with more for what you earned in the first place. It's always good to get advice on that from someone who's in a position of authority to help you, because you have the Hierophant there as well. So some of you could be getting financial advice at this time, and it will really help you and just set your mind at ease, but also help you and your family. I also see some of you are building generational wealth or trying to work towards that, and I feel like you're going to reach your goal. It's hard, but I definitely see that you are capable of doing it there as well. Now, again, anything that is in the resistance position, as I mentioned, will go into the upright. So that Sun card indicates there's a lot of growth going on in your career sector. If you're not deciding to leave a position, because with the Death card twice in the resistance position, it tells me that some of you, you're not leaving or you're not ending a position, you're learning and you're upskilling. Okay, I feel like you're transferring your skills into perhaps a new role in that arena, or a new opportunity is being offered in the environment that you're currently in. So I definitely see that it's going to make you feel very happy. Whenever you get the sunflowers, they tend to follow the sun throughout the day. So you're following your bliss, you're following your happiness, and I feel there is prosperity there as well. Now, there's a nice little surprise for you in June, though. We do have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Hierophant. Now, for those of you who work in a company where you work with people, you have a boss, some of you could be stepping into a leadership role and you're being noticed by people in positions of authority who want to elevate you. So this could be raise, promotion, new income, or, new sector, for example. I definitely get an energy here of fortune being on your side, a lucky break, as it were, in the industry. If you're an entrepreneur, this could be someone who has a lot of clout in your industry, really paying attention to your services or goods, and, word of mouth. It feels like it expands your business. And for some of you, you may even form an alliance or a partnership, or maybe someone reaches out and wants to sponsor you or wants to offer you like a brand deal or something like that. I really get a sense here that there is a coming together of talent, and there's an energy of working together to create something really special. So that's going to affect some of you there as well. But ultimately, this feels like you're turning a page in your career. Some of you are super exhausted and you just feel like work, it's never ending. You're always on the go and you just want to catch a break. I feel things are going to be a little bit easier in June. The Wheel of Fortune basically means also, when it comes to your finances, you're aware that money is easy come, easy go. And with the Judgment card and the Justice card, it can indicate that you are implementing some sort of strict budget or keeping a tighter rein on your finances this month, just to make sure that you have a little bit more money there. For some of you, I feel also, even though you're working and you're very career oriented this month and getting a lot of stuff done, I feel some of you are, paying a lot of attention to your family. So you could be saving for a vacation, for example, or you're trying to increase your finances to put your children through college, for example, put money into a college fund. Some of you, it will be you want to put money into your pension. And some of you, beautiful Librans, are actually thinking about pension age, when you should retire. The Death card there twice. Some of you may have taken a decision to delay your retirement briefly, but a lucky sort of break or a moment will arise where suddenly you realize, actually, it's time. And you may actually make this decision a lot quicker than you think, is what I'm being given here as well. Now, we do have the Hierophant, so a lot of you are deciding to upskill this month or put yourself in a course of learning, or you've booked something that you're looking forward to. Also, with the Hierophant there, this is really about believing in yourself. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I've just been given a song. It's wonderful synchronicity there. It's Don't Stop Believing by Journey, I think. Yeah. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Okay. Yeah. So there's this energy of that song coming through. So you may hear this song, over the course of the next 6, maybe even 8 weeks. And this indicates something new being offered to you in your career sector that is really rewarding. And it almost makes you feel so happy that you could cry. That's what I'm being given. It's like this overwhelming feeling that everything's going to be okay, or that things are heading in the right direction, that you're making progress. You worked hard for this, so congratulations is in order, is what I'm being given here. Now, this could be, as I said, someone in a position of authority, noticing your skill sets, wanting to elevate you. But also, if you're an entrepreneur, this could be like a very influential person who comes in and almost draws attention to your business or to what you do. And there's an influx of attention coming in with your industry. And it just feels like things are going from strength to strength there as well. Okay. What else am I getting from this card? Okay. For some of you, I definitely see that you're looking at financial advice across the board. So it could be that you're learning how to just do new things so that you can set yourself up for generational wealth. So yeah, that's coming through there as well. Now, Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So I feel like, it's the important things that matter. Your family, your friends, of course, but also some of you may think about family businesses. If you have a family business, I feel you may welcome someone into the family business who's already in your family, but they may not work for the business, but you may have them come on board in the month of June in particular. It may be a little bit earlier, but maybe contracts and things that get finalized don't happen until June. But also, I'm seeing an energy here of abundance, you working towards the good life, feeling fulfilled, content that you did a really good job in the month of June, and taking pleasure in all that you've accomplished. Also, I feel like you're going to gain a lot of attention, be really appreciated for what you do. But I feel there's something being offered to you because of that. It's almost like some of you are trying to work in a company where there's a family feel, or where you just feel like you fit in, because I feel a lot of the time you've been on the outsides looking in, and you're very self-sufficient, shall we say. And I feel, of course, you work as a team member as well, but I feel this sense of independence, of working really hard towards something and now being rewarded for it, okay? Now, this, of course, is a card of something being offered to you. It's a universal kind of energy of a gift that you've worked really hard, and now there is a reward here. It's been difficult because the cloud tends to be very turbulent, but there's more peaceful times ahead. And this is really about hope. Believing in yourself, something you've been wishing for is opening up for you. And now the possibilities are limitless, is what I see here. It's almost like sky's the limit for you hereafter. And everything that you've dreamed of accomplishing almost like starts with this opportunity. So I feel like, you've established yourself as someone who's really good at what you do, but it feels like whatever you've been dreaming of, now there's infinite possibilities for you to accomplish all of that with this one opportunity, whatever this opportunity is, because it's going to be different for everybody. But I feel there's an encounter here in the month of June that you will benefit from. This could come through a person. So if you're having like a work drinks, for example, you may get like close to talking to someone who's very influential in the company, and it will benefit you long term. If you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you go to a networking event, for example, or you just meet someone by chance, because I feel it's by chance with that Wheel of Fortune. It could be that you bump into someone in your industry and they give you an opportunity to meet with them, or discuss something with them, or even partner up with them in some way. And it just feels like the start of something really awesome in your career. I mean, I'm going to pull some cards on the money, because right now, looking at the energy, no pentacles have come out. So that doesn't mean that there's no pentacles available. It basically means that, you're kind of like trying to make sure that you follow your career path and do really well, work hard, and accomplish rewards. But ultimately, I feel you're kind of looking at what you're really appreciating right now in your life. And, you're kind of like super rich because of the people who are in your life, your family, your friends. I feel that's what's worth more than gold itself. But I also see that, of course, we have to be practical and focus on, paying bills and things like that. So let me just see. We've got the High Priestess. Some of you could be working on an idea secretly that, you're trying to instinctually get up and running. You're feeling inspired. Ace of Wands. Well, whatever this is, aces are the start of a lot of potential. And it tends to mean you're going to transform your finances. You may be working on something that's going to completely transform your finances for the better. Things are going to start to flow in quite quickly now, because it feels like a blockage. I mean, some of you may have even had a money block. Sometimes the universe sends a pause or a money block, and then suddenly it sort of releases, and things start to flow a little bit easier, and I feel like you're going to be in that flow. So we've got that High Priestess working on something secretly behind the scenes. It's a card of duality. Again, it could be second streams of income, something you're thinking about launching. We do have the Ace of Wands, which is an idea, an original bright spark that you can vision for your future. It's also a card that indicates that, you know, dreaming big and bold leads to bold decisions and bigger opportunities. So I feel you're about to almost like implement something that's going to change your life, or you're going to grab an opportunity with both hands that's going to change your life. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is the start of new money coming on in, but pages tend to be very curious. So it could be you're applying new knowledge to, you know, basically put yourself in a different pay grade, but also this is about stable, dependable money coming in and you committing yourself to prosperity. And the first signs of it, that tangible success, is going to be undeniable in the next coming weeks. There's a payoff here, and your dreams are grounded in a plan and in reality, and you're making that plan work. So if you're launching something new, it's going to be very lucrative. But even if you are, you know, staying where you're at right now and being offered something to staircase in your career sector, I definitely see it's the start of more money, and you will increase over time. And if you're an entrepreneur, this could be that you're branching out. You've got an idea of how to move in a different direction. It doesn't feel like you're starting from scratch. It very much feels that you're starting from experience. You know what works. I'm being given an energy of sticking to the formula. Sticking to the formula. So if you've done something already, it could be that you're doing something again with the same formula, but it may be different. And it feels, yeah, it feels original. It's like you've had a different idea, but the formula is still the same. Now, you may know what that means. I'm not really sure if I know what that means, but yeah, please apply it to your situation. Oh, they want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, so we have independent. Okay. And it says, go your own way, unique path, self-starter, own business, freelance, and boss. So if you are a freelancer and you felt that, you know, seasonally it should have been busier, things are going to pick up pace. If you're thinking about becoming independent, this is a great time to do it. I definitely see that you're getting everything in order. But also independent, if you think about a cat, it locks eyes on its goal and then it strategizes with that little dance on how to pounce on it. So I definitely get this energy of you locked in on your goals and thinking about the next steps on how to leap into the opportunity. And it's going to be very lucrative for you as well. Now also we've got Helping Hand. I'll come to this card last. Helping Hand there. So advice is available to you. As I said, I feel some of you are going to get legal advice at this time. This could be something to do with like mortgage rates, because I'm getting that strongly. For some of you, you may be at a remortgaging stage and be looking for the best deal that's available out there, and it may be hard right now, but you may get some really great financial advice. But we've also got giving and getting support, reaching out, financial aid, donate, charity work, and loan. Okay, now I feel more than anything that some of you are actually going to be able to pay back loans. It feels very much like repayments are going to be made. It just feels like you're going to help yourself along by downsizing debt as much as possible, of course. So I feel like some of you are going to be really proud of yourself that you're like, yeah, did that, on to the next milestone. And also we got branching out. I think I mentioned that in this reading. So similar energies coming out in this deck as well. It says expanding your reach, more work, side hustle, grow new ideas, franchise, and roots. So a franchise can be like a, you know, a deal or a partnership to like do it again or do some more. Again, it feels like this thing, like stick to the formula if it works. When you think about like movie franchises, for example, they have a formula that works. They have like the good person, the bad person, the battle, the good person wins. That's kind of like a formula, and it works. It puts people wanting to watch their movies time after time. Of course, there's different ingredients, like the casting has to be right. There has to be some sort of human story that we can empathize with so that we go along on the journey with them. There's so many components, but if the formula works, then they just change the story and keep the formula. So some of you are like doing that right now. And we've also got roots. So that's planting roots, creating wealth. It's about stability. And I definitely see that you're doing that at this time. And finally, we've got solidity, inner core. So that's really about protecting peace of mind. If you've been extra stressed or pressurized or overstretched recently, because I do feel this sense of exhaustion, but you have this energy of you've got to keep going, but you may be just readdressing during a self-evaluation period. It just feels like you're trying to think about new ideas to bring more peace into your world. I mean, even there's two faces there. So it's like that duality energy. This could connect to second streams of income, but it could also indicate, you have like a professional business kind of mindset and face. And then, of course, we have the family kind of energy and face. It's almost like all the compartments of ourselves working together to just do life and make it work. Now, of course, it's number 18 there. So this is an energy of the moon. The moon card is number 18 in the major arcanas, and this is about the fluctuation of energy, connecting to your dreams, visualizing for your future. It can be that suddenly one day you've got loads of energy, next day not so much. You ebb and flow with the tides of energy that are available to you. But this card, it basically means to remain constant in your endeavors. Do not stop your progress, and you're not stopping your progress. I mean, even that song that came up is like, keep believing. I feel like you are making progress, even though right now you feel like you're not, but you're going to be shown evidence that you are moving in the right direction. This is also a card that indicates, that right now you're sourcing who is reliable, who's not, and whether you're building your own business and soul tribe or whether you are actually working in a team. I basically feel this energy of you knowing who to stick with and who not to, because they do tend to say that we are the sum of the people that we hang around with. And if you've got someone who coasts, doesn't do the work, and you're hanging around these people, it doesn't mean you're going to end up like that person, but in some way their energy is influencing you. So it could be that they drain your energy. So I feel like you're going to be, running with more people who are energized and focused like you, and that's going to help you elevate as well. Also, I mean, this is a card. It really says, stick to your promises. Stick to the promises that you promise yourself, because as I said right at the beginning, the Judgment card and the Justice card, this is about taking accountability and responsibility for your ideas, for your actions, for your path. And I feel this is a very critical month for you. There's a lot of awesome things happening there, and you're staying true to your plans, and you're not letting anything or anyone derail you. And sometimes, because you are an empath, my beautiful Librans, sometimes the energy around you, especially with the world, it's a very chaotic and crazy place, and it can make you feel completely off kilter. So whilst I do see you trying to help in any way, shape or form that you can in life to, either do some sort of volunteer work or charity work, I definitely see that, it's still okay for you to try and, do your life and really raise your vibrations and try to move positively towards your goals. Because remember, the world is full of energy and vibration. And sometimes there is a lot of negativity out there, of course, and it can lower all of our vibrations at any point. And we have to try and lift it, because the more vibrations go lower and lower and lower, of course, it affects the world at large as well. So in order to change your part of the world, you are part of a whole energy, okay? We're all one. So if you're raising the vibrations in your part of the world, of course, then of course you're affecting the other parts of the world around you as well. So I feel some of you on a very deep level is looking at things that perhaps are going right for you on a personal level, things that may not be going right for you on a personal level, but also feeling gratitude for all the things that are going well for you. Sometimes we can feel a little bit guilty, you know, that things are going maybe not as well as you'd hoped for, and you're having a bit of a grumble. And then suddenly we start to see images of other people having it worse off than ourselves, and we feel guilty thinking, oh, you know what, I should just be really grateful for what I have. And of course, gratitude is the #1 ingredient for attracting more opportunity towards you. Okay, so I definitely see that you're implementing that, but also it's okay to feel that things are not working for you, and that sets you in motion to change, because the universe gives us these feelings of unease or pressure to suggest that things need to shift and change. And you have the Death card twice, which means change is afoot, but you are implementing the changes. You've got the Magician card there, the Justice card. It's like some of you are seeking answers right now, and deep down, intuitively, you know what to do. So set one foot in front of the other and make those changes. And as you can see, the rewards are going to be infinite. And I feel there's some really good stuff coming your way. Okay. Wow. That was a lot. I'm channeling the energy, so it was very intense. I hope that resonates with someone out there, because it may not resonate for everyone out there, but for some reason that came through. So obviously someone is dealing with that right now. Your final rune there is the Hero rune, and it's the potential rune. It basically means there's so much potential. Also means that you're freeing yourself up from a blockage, but also it indicates that you are the hero or heroine of your own story. You get to write it according to your plan. So I feel, of course, there are external circumstances that sometimes get in our way, or it's super hard, but I feel like you are overcoming challenges, and I feel there is success here for you as well. I think things are coming to a conclusion for you as a consequence of your actions in a really positive way. You work super hard, and now the rewards are coming in. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you, my beautiful Librans. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, some of you have reached out and said the notifications are not showing up for you whenever I upload a video. So I did reach out to YouTube, and they told me that there was no issue with my channel, but some of you out there, when there's updates with YouTube, they can affect the settings. So go into your settings and look at notifications and see if they're on. So if you've noticed that you're not getting notifications for some of your favorite channels out there, it could be that they did an upgrade or something to the analytics, and it's just knocked off your notification settings. So go in there and put it on, and then hopefully you'll get to get the notifications for the videos that you really want to see. Okay, I hope that's helping someone out there. I just thought I'd say it and find out from YouTube, because so many of you said you weren't getting notifications. So I thought, let's try and rectify this. Okay, anyway, thank you so much, my beautiful Librans, and love and light.